I am Regina and Campbell at Just Lead 2023, New Detroit. Thank you for all of this. As always, them robust questions, I just tell you.
Yes.
So, a couple things. One, I think for people of color, communities of color, you have to do your research around culture, sort of watching impact and things that communities and organizations or companies have done actually versus what they say they do. So starting there is one thing. Additionally, it's important to have those uncomfortable conversations, right? You know, to really talk about what your goals, what your mission is, and to show up as your authentic self. Don Dandridge, Black Leaders Detroit, he mentioned yesterday about being a black man and how he shows up as himself, right? And so, if the environment, if the culture is unwilling to meet you where you are with who you are to bring, then you have to make some tough decisions. That being said, it's also another thing that Dwan mentioned is that the decisions that we make to show up at ourselves to move things forward around racial equity and justice sometimes has its consequences, right? I was speaking to an audience recently about, it's called Knowing Detroit. They were here, and that choosing to have my authentic voice to show up on behalf of community, the diverse community that we serve, sometimes means that I may get uninvited from rooms, or I may not have certain opportunities to scale and grow, whether it be what I do with Build or others. But those are things that I am willing to take those risks and those losses to make sure that I'm doing my part, as Donna Davidson say, as part of the transition toward racial equity and justice in ways that are important and honoring those whose voices aren't in the room. So. It's sort of a both and. It's the dynamics of knowing who you are and what you want to do and bring your value as part of the transition team. In the end, speaking your truth and your voice. And there are those who support and understand and are allies and will help you walk that path.